Hello, everybody. We all know that the Taj Mahal is remembered as a symbol of love, a moment built by an emperor for his queen. However, history holds a truly extraordinary and vastly different tale of devotion, a story that unfolded not amidst the luxury of royal courts, but in the rugged, improvised terrain of rural India. This narrative proves that the most profound expressions of love aren't always tied to fortune or the work of skilled architects. Instead, this particular moment was crafted through raw effort, incredible personal sacrifice, and an unwavering, fierce dedication fueled entirely by the heart. This deeply moving account belongs to Dashrath Manjhi, an ordinary humble man from a small, isolated village in Galore, Bihar. His life story is a powerful testament that challenges the common belief that only grand, expensive projects can immortalize love. Manji's action demonstrated with undeniable clarity that genuine, lasting love requires none of the trappings of royalty or wealth. All it truly needs is simple, enduring courage, a deep, quiet resolve, and the ferocious willpower to achieve something everyone around him considered fundamentally impossible. His commitment transformed his love story into a legacy of tireless labor, one that has earned him the respectful title, the Mountain Man.
Dashrath Manjhi is known today as the Mountain Man, not because he possessed extraordinary physical strength, but because his willpower, his determination, and his love for his people was stronger than the mountain that stood in his way. It was this mountain, this silent wall of stone, that changed Dashrath Manjhi's life forever. Dashrath realized that this mountain was not just rock, it was a barrier between life and death for his community. And so began one of the most extraordinary journeys in history, where one ordinary man, fueled by love that was anything but ordinary, began a mission no one believed could be done. A journey that would transform a 55-kilometer struggle through mountains and rocky terrain into a 15-kilometer path of hope, connection, and survival for his entire community. To truly understand his courage, let us travel back in time to the early 1960s to a small forgotten village called Gahlor near Gaya in the Bihar.
Early life and motivation. Dashrath Manjhi was born in 1934 into a poor labourer family of the Mushar community. Life was hard. The village was isolated, separated from the nearest town by a huge mountain. Because of this, villagers had to walk around the mountain, a 55-kilometer journey just to reach their nearest hospital or market. And one day, tragedy struck. Manji's wife, Falguni Devi, was injured while crossing the mountain. Due to the long journey to get medical help, she couldn't survive. That pain changed Manji's life forever.
Heartbroken but determined, Manjhi decided to carve a road through a mountain alone, but people called him mad. They laughed at him, saying, "How can a one man break a mountain?" But Manjhi replied, "When I started this work, I had only love in my heart for my wife. If love cannot move a mountain, what is can? With nothing but a hammer, a chisel, and undying willpower, he began in 1960.
The struggle and hardship. For 22 years, from 1960 to 1982, Manjhi worked every single day. He faces a scorching heat, heavy rain, hunger, and loneliness. He sold his goat to buy tools, and he lived on very little food. Yet he never gave up. Slowly, rock by rock, he carved a 360 feet long, 30 feet wide, and 25 feet high road through the mountain. His dedication reduced what once a 55-kilometer journey to just 15 kilometers.
When the road was finally complete, the same people who once mocked him began to respect him. The mountain that once divided their lives now united their hearts. Villagers could finally reach schools, hospitals, and markets with ease, all because of one man's 22 years of unsung devotion. The government later built a proper road where Manjhi had carved his path. ensuring that his hard work would serve generations to come. Though he never sought fame, Dashrath Manjhi became a national symbol of determination, resilience, and selfless love. In 2006, the Bihar government proposed to name the road Dashrath Manjhi Path, immortalizing his struggle in the very land he transformed. He was invited to Delhi where leaders and the media honored him. But true to his humble nature, he said, I didn't do it for recognition. I did it because I loved my people. His incredible journey inspired millions and even moved the Indian film industry. In 2015, Bollywood brought his story to the big screen in Manjhi the Mountain Man, starring Nawazuddin Siddiqui, a film that made countless people across the world admire his courage and devotion. Even today, Dashrath Manjhi's name echoes as a reminder that no dream is too big, no obstacle too strong, and no mountain too high, and the heart is powered by love. His legacy lives not just in the road he built, but in every person who dares to believe that one soul, filled with love and purpose, can change the world.
Dashrath Manjhi passed away in 2007, but his spirit lives on. His story reminds us that one person's courage can change the world. He proved that even without money, education, support, a determined heart can make history. He proved that a single determined person can leave a mark deeper than mountains themselves. His legacy encourages us to rise above our struggles and create our own path forward.
You saw how my friend Aditi explained and concluded a bit. Now I'm here to give up the final touch to the conclusion. You all saw the story like how Dashrath Manjhi is a legend, man. He just created a path through the mountain, which is like impossible for many of us. Like we can't imagine the will. Even thinking of it is such a like high level, high league, man. So what does it teach like to the students? We as a students can see like if you have will for anything you can do it. Nothing is impossible. Like even the thought of cracking a mountain is like nobody can think, man. So what we see is Dashrath Manjhi said, if you have faith you can do anything. We can even get results what we couldn't even imagine. Like in our life there are certain times we think we are falling apart and we just think to like this thing won't work and we are ready to give up, but it's about doing it every day consistently. One day you will get the results for sure. So this was about the story of Dashrath Manjhi. Hope you have a good day.